Hello! This is the first of a series of time-lapse videos I'll be doing where I make models for my new game, Sundown. In this video, I'll be making a creature called the Elkstride. That's their current name. The Elkstride will appear in the grassland biome, and the idea for them is that they're this large creature that is very hard to see because they're a dark texture, and won't lock onto you unless you shine your flashlight in their eyes. So you kind of have to avoid looking at them. But if they see you, they'll come and attack you, and I think I might make them breathe fire, because I did some research and that isn't that biologically impossible, and I think it'd be fun. But so I start here using something called Z-spheres to create the outline. It takes me a while to find how I want it to look. I didn't capture all the footage, but I ended up going with 2 legs instead of the 6 I'm showing here. Or is that 4? Yeah, 4. But I really wanted to have a more vertical head shape instead of a more horizontal one, so you'll see me experimenting. I'm also trying to figure out what to do for this middle arm sort of thing I'm adding, this appendage. And it takes me a lot of time to figure out what to do about that. And now here you can see the final version after I'm done with the Z-spheres, and now I'm just modifying the shape to get to how I like it. And so you have these 2 little hands coming out of the front, and then these large claw limbs that it uses to walk. And I'm really proud of the design. I think it's very alien looking, and as far as that goes, I'm very proud of the design. So here I'm adding in these segmented sections on the claws to show where the actual claw texture part starts, rather than just the tissue, the skin of the alien. Now onto Blender, I start retopologizing it using a tool called Retopoflow. With that completed, I start rigging the model using a tool called Auto Rig Pro. The rig took a bit of work because I was trying to figure out how to make the claws work, because it's a very odd shape, especially with just how long the appendages are compared to the rest of the body. So it took me a couple iterations, and it's still not great to animate with, but I think this will work for now. Back to the design of the Elkstride, though, gameplay-wise. They kind of serve as the predator for the grassland biome, the large predator, and they will serve as the most intimidating predator that you will encounter in the vertical slice of the game, because that will include the grassland biome among, I think, like 2 other biomes maybe, none having predators as large as this one. So he is going to be a big threat, at least in the initial version of the game I hope to release. With the rig done, I start texturing it. And as you can see there, I did actually create a full texture for the Elkstride, but I chose to not include that in the video because I ended up scrapping it. I didn't like how it ended up looking, and so I went with this more stone-like design that I'm working on now, as you can see. It just fit the vibe I wanted better, and looked less generic. I still am not very happy with my skills as a texturer, especially when it comes to making creature designs. I think I've gotten to a good spot when it comes to sculpting, maybe not in making every alien feel like they're part of the same universe, but individually I think I'm pretty good. But when it comes to the texturing, I still think I need some work, because I'm not like natively an artist. That's not where my skill set lies, so a lot of this is pretty new to me, but I do think I'm happy enough with the design to keep it for now. As you can see, I tried a bunch of different eye looks before I ended up going with these multiple little pupils that you'll see in the final version. To emphasize the idea of it being able to shoot fire, I gave it this like red underbelly in this abdomen section of it, which also is used to weigh down the back part because this alien is so front heavy. And with the texturing done, I did something kind of weird. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I wanted to give it an actual mouth that will partition to allow for it to shoot the fire, because I didn't want it just to have this constant open, like, gaping mouth. And so I modeled that separately in Blender after making the texture. And I don't know if I'll be able to put this in game. We'll see how it ends up working. It looks a bit odd, I will say, but I do like the idea I was going for. And you can see here I'm using like mirror modifiers to create the different pieces, and I do think it ends up looking pretty good. But there you have it, that is the Elkstride. I hope you enjoyed this time lapse, and tell me how I could improve these videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.